just wanted to do a short video about Ton today. You see, I've recently done quite a few videos on the Ton ecosystem, and today some major news this morning, which was a pleasant surprise to wake up to, which was the fact that Binance were going to list Ton on their platform. Binance being the largest crypto exchange in the world by volume, and over 100 million users. Don't know the exact figure. So it's super bullish news for Ton, even if it is only insofar as getting eyes on the project and giving people the ability to buy Ton. I know from the communities I'm in within the Ton ecosystem, notably TCAT, Ton Season and Ton Turbo, the PPP communities that I talk about in previous videos. I'll put a link in the description below for a bit more information on that. I know that there are people, particularly in America and in other parts of the world, Spain for example, that can struggle to get access to buying Ton. So I know there's bridges and things like that, but potentially people new coming into the space, the less complicated to get involved, the better. So bridging and things like that may be fine for people who have been in the space a little while, but it can be quite daunting, even so far as setting up crypto wallets and things like that. I've spoken to people, some friends said this is what you've got to do. You've got to write your seed phrase down, and you can see the eyes have gone when you're talking to them about that sort of. It's like it seems like it's too much hard work, so it's difficult, and that will deter people. So the easier that the whole space can make it to get people on board, the better. And this is a major plus in terms of people being able to buy on Binance Ton and then send it to the Tonkeeper wallet or whatever wallets they've got, decentralized wallets that they've got in the Ton ecosystem. It also obviously opens up the fact that people will see Ton, they'll see the chain itself, the ecosystem, and probably like me initially was thinking, how's it like the 8th biggest chain in the world, and I haven't even seen it before. It's not come across my radar. So, but once it did, the first thing I've done, and this is natural, and this will be what other people will do, is go looking to see what's on that network, on that chain. So I came across Redo, not Coin. My first dabble on the Ton ecosystem was I bought some Redo. Then I went on YouTube, and obviously I was looking, and Redo was talking about it. And Redo the dog, the big sort of crypto meme at that particular time. So yeah, that gets people onto the Ton chain, and it filters down, has that filter down effect where you then look at the chain and see what's available within it. And there's all sorts being built, by the way. And what I've spoke about in a previous video was a perfect storm situation, and it feels very much like this is just a continuation of it, and a big sort of impetus towards it, where basically a big amount of money is going to rush into the space. You've got Binance listing it, it's easier for people to get the asset of Ton and get onto the ecosystem. There's projects building and creating within the ecosystem. There's the PPP movement, which I feel massively so strongly about, and I know there's a lot of like-minded people like me within the space that do as well. This is something that crypto's needed forever, more or less. Crypto needs to get away from this sort of scammy vibe and this bad vibe where you lose your money, you'll get rug pulled, your money will go. It needs to be more of a trust sort of environment, and PPP lends itself towards that fantastically well. So yeah, my picks, again I've spoke about them previously, are Toncat, which I think will be the number one on the Ton ecosystem, the number one meme, and it will drive a lot of sort of traffic towards Ton, and through word of mouth, through YouTube videos, through engagement in other places, people will get their eyes onto TCAT, and then they'll realise it's not as difficult as it was to get Ton to then get onto the space. So that's a major plus point. I've got also a project called Ton Season, which, how aptly named is that? It couldn't be any better really when you think about it. So if all these sort of things have come crashing together at the same time, the perfect storm as I spoke about, and you've got a coin there called Ton Season, well, you couldn't have named it any better essentially. So yeah, I think that will get a lot of people interested and sort of eyes on the space again, which is a major catalyst. People just to look. You need, if you have loads of people looking, and some people go for it, and then they spread the word onto their friends, and that's how things blow up. That's how things go absolutely crazy. And Ton Turbo, which is a newer project, again, steadily building, getting partnerships. All these tokens that I've spoke about there, Toncat, Ton Season, Ton Turbo, all PPP narrative, sorry, player pump player, protocol pump player, where they're all trying to get, and they all are developing things that, like revenue, that streams that come into their coin that they then buy and burn the token with. So it's a self-sufficient sort of circle. So yeah, and it really is aligned at community and helping your fellow crypto compatriot, rather than sort of trying to take their money, essentially, which is what was happening with a lot of cryptos, where the last person that buys it just gets dumped on. And this isn't the case with PPP, and it's very much community driven. There's a hell of a lot of stuff going on within all of these groups, the telegrams, etc. I'll put links below to, and you can by all means go and have a little look. Not financial advice, not in any way, shape or form sort of saying that you need to go and buy these things. Just putting out what I've done and showing people what's out there, basically, which is education, educating you as to what's about, what's available, and what opportunities you may be able to sort of forge for yourself to free yourself from whatever predicament you're in. Where if you're looking at this video, you're probably looking to try and get some sort of crypto play, some sort of different space to be in, a hobby like it is for me, something to do, something to look into, something to grow, something to make some gains from eventually down the line, improve your situation and your family situation. It is probably what everybody in the whole world is looking for, essentially. Yeah, so like I say, all these tokens, they're having partnerships with people, they're having buybacks and burns, they're engaging, and they're looking at ways that they can become self-sufficient themselves, and to sort of show the longevity of the tokens. It's not something that's here today, gone tomorrow, like other projects have been before in the past. Sure, anyone that's been on like sort of looking at some meme coins or certain chains, and you've bought something and it's hype and then it's gone, and then it just sits and never seems to do anything forever. These guys aren't that. All of these Toncat, Ton Season, Ton Turbo had run-ups, which is what happens, and then they've had cool-offs, and then the building starts, and then the commitment comes, and you'll see charts where they have an initial spike, and then a cool down, and then a lot of sideways action, even some downtrends, and then a bigger spike, and then rinse and repeat, essentially. But yeah, if the project's got the longevity and the community behind it, and the vision, and they can deliver what they're saying they're delivering, which these projects so far in my eyes absolutely 100% are, then you're onto a winner, basically. And it's something that you need to be invested in, rather than just something where you're trying to get in, make some money and get out. These are investments. These are something that you buy. This is your Bitcoin from 2010 sort of era, where you get into something early, you hold it, and you watch it sort of become something mega that'll then sort of feed you an income potentially down the line, give you the opportunity to change things for the better for yourselves. Yeah, so again, huge. Binance, brilliant. Hoped it would happen, didn't think it would happen as quick as it has, but it has. Well, not as quick as my time within Ton. Ton's been out for quite a while, but it's just sort of, it's happened at the point where I'm relatively new, a couple of months in to sort of my relationship with Ton. What's next? Coinbase, potentially. What tends to happen is a sort of crescendo effect when one place will take something. So Ton has gone on to Binance. The other big exchanges are watching. Don't for a minute think they're not. And they're watching what everybody else does. They're competing against each other, basically, as well, aren't they? So they're watching what one does, and then the rest will follow suit. I've seen as well that Casper, that's another massive play that I strongly believe in, is getting onto Kraken. By the looks of it, it's on their list. It's something that they're going to list. So you can bet your bottom dollar once that happens, somebody else will pick up on it, somebody else. And then if you can get the actual chain token itself, to see, this is the same with Casper in a sense, because they've got their KRC20 tokens, which they've had some bother with, but they are coming, where you can basically, you're going to be able to have meme coins and other projects within the Casper ecosystem. But if you can get the main coin, so like the TON coin itself or the Casper token itself, to be adopted, and then obviously that will grow in value, and then it means that everything else within it increases in value as well, as a knock-on effect essentially. So yeah, by all means, please feel free to like, subscribe to the video. I'm away at the moment on a little trip. You can see I'm at caravans in the background. It's northeast weather, grey and murky. It tends to be a start up at 10 really, but it's yeah, it's been worse. Been here quite a few times. This is a family caravan, and it's pleasant. Been playing on the outside with the kids, been on bike rides, and just family time and relaxing time really. So that's pretty much the reason for some delays in some videos, that I haven't been putting them out as often as I would have liked, but just having a little bit of downtime as well. Okay guys, thanks, take care.